Hello and welcome into the Dome Gymnasium, where tonight we have a classic AAC clash between the Bluefield College Rams and the Union College Bulldogs. Hello everybody, Bailey Engel on the call for you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Glad to have you with us as Bluefield College eyes its first win since November 30th. Now obviously dealing with a ton of cancellations, a ton of delays, so that's only 3 losses, but the Rams desperate to get back on track tonight against a program that has given them so much trouble in the past. Union has beaten Bluefield College 12 times in a row, dating all the way back to November of 2011. Kevin Burton's only been the coach for 9 years. He has never lost to Bluefield College. So now for the Bluefield College Rams, 2-7, 2-5 in the AAC, dealing with the loss of Omega Stitt, not in the lineup today for Bluefield. Now taking on a Union College team that doesn't seem as dominant as years past, but a lot of folks in the AAC very skeptical when you say that Union College isn't as good as they were in years past, as they are 3-4, 2-3 in the AAC, coming off of a big win against Reinhardt on the road, 86-71. All the Rams, after a loss last week against Tennessee Wesleyan, back in the lineup today. Brandon Shields, as well as point guard Trent Dunn, Jeremiah Jenkins, Stanley Christian making the start for Bluefield. Man in the middle will be Andre Silva, the sophomore from Brazil, adding a lot of hype for this Union team, joined by Kelvin Jackson as well as J.J. Foster in the backcourt. Another man to watch out for, Markell Turner. This is a guy that was a freshman, barely played against Bluefield last year, did not play in the Dome, and he only played 7 minutes in Barberville against the Rams. So this is his first look against Bluefield College in a really extended length, but he is killing it this year for the Bulldogs. 25.3 points per game, shooting a whopping 50% from the field. Volante Carroll in the middle against Andre Silva. Rams in the white going right to left. Union in the black. Opening tip goes into the front court for Union and Kelvin Jackson. Jackson launches a 3 to start the game, and what a start it is. Jackson in the left wing buries a long 3. 3-0, Bulldogs lead. Very fired up, this team from Barberville, Kentucky. Head coach Kevin Burton in his 9th season won a national championship back in 2017. Richard Morgan, longest tenured head coach behind Mike White here at the college. Stanley Christian storms inside, lost the shot, misses from the right block, collected on a rebound by Union. Moving up the floor, once again it'll be J.J. Foster, the junior point guard, passes out onto the far side for Farrington. Make that Blake Irvin actually. Lob in to Andre Silva. Silva underhands it back out, and the hook shot falls for Isaiah Knight. So now it's a quick 5-0. Actually, that was Kelvin Jackson who's got the first 5 points. Into the perimeter, and a long shot falls for Trent Dunn onto the right elbow. So Bluefield is on the board. 5-2 the score. Rams down by 3. Moving into the front court now, J.J. Foster, the point guard, standing at 5'11", from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Passes near side, Irvin underhands it back out into the corner for Markell Turner. Turner, the man we said that averages 25 a game. He'll pop a long 3 from the right wing, in and out. Rebound Carroll. Rams are down by 3. Look to see if they're going to be quick with these shots here, like they are with Jeremiah Jenkins in the right wing. Steps inside, backs up. Jenkins off a Christian screen, curls to the left, finds Christian, right wing 3, on the way, and ties the game on a pure 3. So Christian makes it 5-5. Going back on defense now, here is Foster. Foster in the right wing in that black jersey with the white number on the back and the orange trim. Union, a Nike school. Rams sported by Adidas. Here's Jackson in the corner. Drives left baseline, underhands it over, and it's blocked. Packed Andre Silva by Volante Carroll. Got a full palm of the ball with 9 seconds on the shot clock and 17:59 on the game clock. Foster, slap of the ball, looking for someone to throw it into. Seconds counting off, and swings it tall in the air for Blake Irvin. Another returning starter for Union, and another 3 nailed in the far wing by Jackson. The senior has all 8 of the points to start out for the Bulldogs. He's averaging 17 points per game. He's over halfway there. And the near side, Trent Dunn steps into a three. In the wing, rolls off. Rebound for Irvin, and the right block for Union. 8-5 the score. Bluefield College back on defense in what looks like a man-to-man. Top of the key, three on the way. Irvin no good with Brandon Shields in his face, but Silva collects an offensive rebound. Jackson on the left side. Turnaround, shot, and it's no good for Foster, actually. Christian gets the rebound, and the foul is called on Jackson over the back of Stanley Christian. Bluefield College going back right to left. Jacob Kenny enters the ball game. The sophomore from Lexington, Kentucky, did not play either game last year versus Bluefield. So into the game for Bluefield College, the same starters trying to face off against Kenny now, a new man. Near side, Brandon Shields on a long outlet pass. Shields pumps it back out near wing. Christian on a head fake, drives left baseline, out of a double team, bounces far corner. Three for Shields. Yes, sir! Not sure if that was Richard Morgan that said boom on the sideline, but somebody did, and they were right. Ties up the game 8-8. Foster into the front court, looks at the referee and calls a timeout. We got an early one for Union College, tied up 8-8 with 16:49 left to go in this first half. Fun one here in Bluefield.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Welcome back, everyone, into the backcourt. That pass goes for Foster, tied up 8-8, 16:46 left to go here in the first half. Foster passes it near side. Turner around the arc they go as Bluefield sets up in a man-to-man. A whistle off the ball and a foul called on Volante Carroll off the basket. Or under the basket, I should say. First personal, team first as well. Checking in, it's going to be Josh Falls. Falls, the junior from Gary, Indiana. Union, and we saw this in the women's game as well, it looks like they have more players to work with, the Rams. And they've had to deal with their depth problems throughout the year with COVID and injuries. As that three in the far corner, no good. Swatted into the hands of Brandon Shields after the miss from Irvin. The Rams pushing the ball up the floor. Dunn on the near side, hits the brakes in the left wing and backs out near the logo. 16.5 minutes left in the first half. Dribbles and lost the ball in the backcourt, got frazzled, and the Union College bench loved that. There's a turnover for Bluefield, and Trent Dunn a bit frustrated, but shakes the head, moves on to the next play. The junior from Raleigh, North Carolina, a veteran for this Rams team. And well, for the Rams, what will they do next year without their big guard and Jeremiah Jenkins? Trent Dunn wondering the same and trying to get a little bit of depth going moving into his senior season. He has looked strong in these few games here at the Dome. Pass on the near side, under the basket. Turner, turn around from the 5-foot shot, and it is rimmed back in on a dunk by Kelvin Jackson. Whistle blows. And a technical is called on Kelvin Jackson in the dunking effort. So that is a bit of a buzzkill for Union College. Rams will take it. It's going to be 2 shots for the Rams at the line. Jeremiah Jenkins going to take it. Over 80% career free throw shooter. Jenkins hits the first one. So a technical foul on Jackson. Not sure if the language just wasn't there, but Kevin Burton, the head coach of Union, going to get a confirmation as well. Jenkins scores on the second free throw to tie the game at 10-10. So Bluefield College gets the ball back right after that. Just wipes out the lead taken by the dunk. And the Rams with a chance to take the lead here as well on a swing, potentially caused by that technical foul. So it's a full court press into a trap. Jeremiah Jenkins in the backcourt. Passes to Christian, who lobs it over to Dunn into the front court. Brandon Shields lost the ball down the baseline, and it's poked loose by Union as it rolls out of bounds. So it's going to be an inbounds pass coming up for Bluefield and a tied game at 10-10, 15-57. Union 3-4, 2-3 in the AAC. This is a Union College team that always gets hot at the end of the year. A team that beat Bluefield the last 12 times. 10-10 the score. Jemiah Jenkins backs up, passes near side, Trent Dunn. Dunn in the left wing, passes up to the logo for Jemiah Jenkins. 8 on the shot clock. Jenkins lets it fly, rims in and out. Volante Carroll tips the ball in the air and snags the offensive rebound. Baseball pass out to Jenkins, who feeds Dunn in the corner and returns back to Jenkins in the left wing. Passes at the free throw line. Christian pops and scores to give Bluefield the lead. 15:23 left to go here in the first half of play, and that technical foul on Union called, and for Bluefield, giving them a chance to take the lead. Here's a three from Foster, far corner, too short, rebounded by Jackson, and he walked onto the basket. Another turnover thanks to Jackson, and the Rams get the ball right back. 12-10, 15:09 left to play. In the first half, looking for someone to pass his inbounds pass, and Stanley Christian was ready to get down to the front court. Instead, he's called back to throw it from the baseline. His pass stolen away by Markell Turner, and Turner returned the favor by throwing it back to Stanley Christian. And then that's pounced into the front court for Bluefield, taken away by Jackson. Jackson lobs the ball into the corner, and a chaotic 5 seconds of basketball to give the Rams it right back. 12-10 the score, 14:57 left to go. Not a lot of organization by either team so far, but seeing a lot of substitutes for Union, and they have the luxury of doing so. Darren Douglas, the senior from Louisville, comes into the game. Jemiah Jenkins in the backcourt, out of a trap, backs up, still yet to cross the midcourt line, and finally does on a sprint on the far sideline. He lobs a pass left wing. Christian catches it while backing up and throws it to the logo for Dunn. Rams lead by 2. It's 12-10 against Union. Bluefield College has lost 3 in a row. Tough passes all around the perimeter for the Rams now. 9 on the shot clock. Jenkins at the top of the key. Curls to the right. Lost the ball. Picked away by Jackson. Jackson galloping into the front court. Rises to the rim. The layup almost went, and he's fouled hard. He will go to the line for 2 after the foul from Carroll. Well, he had that tough Euro step trying to step past Carroll. Back and forth the foul. His second personal, as well as the team's second. And it might be a tougher foul for Union than previously thought, as Kelvin Jackson goes to the line, favoring one of his wrists. Well, the 6'6" Jackson leads this team in rebounds, listed as a guard. You can kind of see why. That's that first free throw, bounces off. Dario Little into the game. Troy Cagle joining him. Christian Bullock into the game for the first time for Bluefield College. And Volante Carroll, with those 2 fouls, exits after Will Cliff Sinaitis comes into the game. 12-10 stays the score after the free throw is missed. Referee bounces the ball into the hands of Jackson for Union. Second shot, eyeing the rim, bends the knees, shoots, and buries the second. So it's a 1-point game, 12-11. Bluefield College leads by 1, 14:28 on the clock. Here's Jemiah Jenkins in the backcourt. Moving the ball right to left. And then the near wing, Jenkins, crossover, passes right side, Christian. Christian with a hand in his face, gets a screen, returns it down low to Sinaitis, who punches it off of the window into the tin. And the Rams take a 3-point lead off the pick and roll, 14-11. 14:05. Remaining in the first half, here's Cagle, one arm pass Jackson onto the far side. Rams still setting up in that man-to-man defense with Jenkins following Cagle into the corner. Near side, Jackson matched up with Shields. Pumps and shoots. Front rim no good. Rebound loose, poked out of bounds off of Cagle, who flew into the paint. Couldn't corral the ball, and Bluefield College has it back with 13:49 on the clock, and now a 3-point lead.
Checking in for the Bulldogs, Josh Falls.
Josh Falls into the game. Dario Little, a guy to watch out for, the senior from Louisville, Kentucky. 10.7 points per game. Not making a ton of appearances this season, but making them count. Brandon Shields feeds Christian. Hard head fake. Passes back out to the right wing Shields. He lobs it over Jenkins near side. Around the arc, going to Bullock, who returns Jenkins. Entry lob, free throw line. Christian trying to pivot for space. Pops from 16. Rattles it home. 16-11, a 5-point lead. Stanley Christian starting to make it work from mid-range. Back on defense go the Rams, focusing. With a defense chance going for Bluefield. Dario Little decides why not from the left wing. He misses, and Senaitis collects a rebound. Into the backcourt, Jeremiah Jenkins crosses the timeline into the left wing. He'll try his luck inside. Left block, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. Dario Little, that's his first, team second. Make it team third, actually. 13:02 remaining here in the Dome. Jeremiah Jenkins flicks the wrist and misses his first free throw of the night after starting out 2 for 2 after that technical foul on Kelvin Jackson. And so far, that's really been the swing of the game, as the Rams only lead by 5. But mind you, it was a 10-8 lead after the dunk, a technical foul called. (17-11) the score after Jenkins hits the second. And it's a 6-point lead. And I got a text from our head baseball coach, Mike White, and remind you that all of these seniors get their year back with the NAIA COVID rules, so it's up to them if they want to come back. But lots of seniors that will be celebrating on Saturday as part of Senior Day have the option to return to Bluefield for another year to play for the Rams. Here comes Markell Turner on a head fake, driving all the way into the left block, lays it up and in to end the Union drought. So it's 17-13. Long three on the way for Christian. He misses right wing. Dario Little lost the ball. Littlejohn able to snatch it away from him and punch it off of the square. From the left side, Littlejohn with a heads-up defensive play. Into the front court, three on the way from the corner. On the far side, Jason Don buries one for Union. And this fast basketball game continues. 19-16, Rams lead by 3. They've led by as much as 5 at 16-11. Trent Dunn pumps a pass near side. Christian on a head fake, penetrates left baseline, swing it out corner for Dunn. Dunn feeds Bullock, right wing, NBA 3. On the way, back iron, no good. Clapped into the hands of Turner on the defensive rebound. Turner going coast to coast now. Hits the brakes on the left elbow, resumes his drive. Swing it back out right wing. Irvin on a pump fake. Thought about the 3. Instead, Littlejohn came on defense in the man-to-man. Bluefield sets up now back in that man-to-man off a screen. Dario Little, top of the key, curls to the left, bounces into the paint, lost the ball and stepped out of bounds. A bit of an odd play there. Josh Falls off of a slow pass from Little. And the Rams get the ball back after the turnover with 11:43 remaining in the first half. Brandon Shields back into the game. So Bluefield in the backcourt now. Trent Dunn, the point guard for the Rams from North Carolina, is such a hotbed for Ryan Moody, as well as Richard Morgan in recruiting. The state of North Carolina. Rob Littlejohn, left-handed dribble, Euro step, crazy-looking layup miss. Wilcliffe Senaitis on the offensive rebound. Might have gotten fouled there, but instead it's a clean block by Union, and the ball rolls out onto the baseball or the baseline. Oh, Kelvin Jackson back into the game. Trent Dunn chucks the ball into the backcourt for Jeremiah Jenkins, who gets it on one bounce and patiently take this ball across for Bluefield. 11:20 remaining in the first half. Rams lead by 3 at 19-16. Off a screen, Jenkins found himself a lane. Layup no good. Tipped back up by Senaitis. Off the glass, once again a miss. Little collects the rebound, lob up on an alley-oop, too far, and the swing pass back in by Jackson, intercepted by Dunn. He goes down the lane, finds Jackson, make it Jenkins, step back, right wing 3, no good. Senaitis, another offensive board, lost it in a trio of defenders, and once again misses another shot. Track meet continues up the floor. Here's Markell Turner. Turner at the top of the key, backs up and wants to slow this game down, and I thank him. Meanwhile, he'll shoot a 3 and connect to tie the game. Spoke too soon on the slowing down the game idea. So Turner smokes a 3 at the top of the key, 19-19. 10.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Done off a screen. One-arm pass, Jenkins right wing, who feeds it Littlejohn corner. And to the far side, Littlejohn, another high left-handed dribble. Senaitis looks for space, Euro step to the hoop and blocked by Falls. And it goes off the body of Senaitis, who is falling to the baseline to add insult to injury. Bluefield College losing the ball that time, and Josh Falls, what a defensive play, maybe the best one of the game, the 6'8" forward from Gary, Indiana. I think Michael Jackson's from Gary, Indiana. No, he's not going to be here at the game tonight, nor is anybody for that matter. 19-19 the score. Pass on to the right side for Irvin. Markell Turner from to the right wing, and a foul is called on Union. A moving screen on Little. Make it actually on Blake Irvin. Yeah, no fans here at the Dome. The indefinite future for Bluefield College, making it work a little bit with the atmosphere. Cheerleaders in the building as the students returned to classes yesterday. Rob Littlejohn passes near side. Brandon Shields for three, left wing. West Virginia native can't hit it, but Stanley Christian muscles his way for an offensive rebound and finds Trent Dunn, who gets a brand new look at an offense here with 9:45 left to go in the first half. Dunn jogs at the top of the key, pops a three. Straight away, straight down the middle, rattling home. And the Rams take the lead back, 22-19. 9:30 left to go in the half. Dario Little off the left side on a screen, collects the ball back. Couple of hard crossover dribbles, drives to the left side, spins, gets a defender off of him and floats it home. So Little on a crazy move to get past Jenkins, does so. It's 22-21, Rams lead by one. Screen to the right, Trent Dunn tries his luck inside, misses. Loose ball corralled by Jackson for Union, going back left to right in the black jerseys. 9:05 left to go. Jackson in the left wing, staggers at the left elbow, lost the ball, it's loose. Brandon Shields with a fast break opportunity. Only Irvin behind him, jump stop, count the 2 points for Brandon Shields. He thought that Irvin was going to swat him into next week. Made sure he got the jump stop to work. 24-21, back to a 3-point lead for the Rams with 8:44 left to go. Dario Little at the logo. Right-handed dribble, picks it up and passes Jackson into the left elbow. His back turned to Little. John goes to the floor, no good. Wanted a charge called on Jackson's shot, and instead it rolls the way of Bluefield. And Richard Morgan has every right to wonder why a charge was not called there. I mean, unless these officials were thinking, well, just because he goes to the floor doesn't mean it's a charge. It looked like he was lowering the shoulder in, and Littlejohn, you couldn't blame him for flopping to the floor right there. I mean, the sheer force might have actually took him down to the floor. Jemiah Jenkins calls a new offense. Into the front court, up by 3. Jenkins at the top of the key, at the elbow. Pops from the right side, rims in. 26-21. Rams shooting well. The first 12 minutes of this game. 5-point lead for Bluefield. At the logo. Foster calling for a new offense. Passes near side. Turner steps in, steps back, and hits a 3 to calm Bluefield down a little bit. Union getting back within 2 off of the 3 by the best player this year, Markell Turner. So Turner makes it 26-24. Rams lead by 2, trying to keep this offensive prowess going. Tough man-to-man defense as Turner tried to get the ball past Jenkins there, but he passed it over to his 7'5" teammate in Christian. Rams with the ball with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bullock, right wing, staggers inside, drives, floats from 5 feet away, air ball. Corralled out of the air by Jacob Kenny for Union. Foster runs the point in the front court, down by 2. Entry lob inside, too far, swatted in the air. Trent Dunn trying to corral it, can't get there. Kenny in the near wing, passes near side, corner 3. It's good for Irvin to give the lead right back to Union at 27-26. Jenkins, right wing, backs up, down by 1. Small point guard. Moving around for space, pops another left side shot and misses off the right side of the backboard. Defensive rebound going for Turner, lost the ball, and he dribbled it out of bounds. Turner wanted a foul, won't get it. Troy Cagle as well as Andre Silva back into the game. Full timeout called by Richard Morgan. Rams down by 1. Fun one so far here in the first half of play here at the Dome with Bluefield trailing by 1 to the Union College Bulldogs here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
Well, so far it's been a good first half for both teams. 27-26, Bluefield College down by 1 to Union, headed by Kevin Burton in his 9th season. Remember, he has never lost to Bluefield College. Rams have lost for 10 years straight against Union, dating all the way back to November 2011. That's 12 games in a row where the Rams have not gotten the best of this team from Barberville, Kentucky. Bailey Engel on the call for you. Glad to have you with us with 6:52 left to go in the first half. Well, looking for someone to pass to. This has been a point of confusion for Bluefield College in the first half of play. Stanley Christian has kind of hesitated to go to where the ball is to pass it in, and Jeremiah Jenkins will take the ball up in front of Cagle. Rams down by 1. They've led by as much as 5. Union fighting back with a 3 from Blake Irvin in the near corner. Jenkins on the right baseline, pumps a pass near side. Brandon Shields lobs a 3, no good. Another rebound for Silva. So the sophomore gets the defensive rebound, and Blake Irvin, the senior from Maryville, Tennessee, lobs up a transition 3 and misses, but it gets a favorable bounce for Silva and Union. Cagle pumps a 3 left wing. It's no good. Kenny, offensive rebound, puts it on the deck and lays it up and in after Senadis fell to the floor for the second time tonight. 29-26, physical basketball game between these two squads. Jeremiah Jenkins and Bluefield right now only 2 wins on the season, 2-7. But as for Union, they've only played 7 games, 3-4 on the year. Stanley Christian passes back out. Jenkins on the corner, drives baseline, underhands an awkward style to Stanley Christian, who gets a reverse layup up, and it doesn't go, but he's fouled. So we'll go to the line for 2. It looked like Jenkins on that play underhanded it over to him, and Christian just thought he was going to go straight to the hoop, but Stanley Christian, who's averaging a double-double this year, now at the line, chance to cut this lead down to 1. By the way, that's the team 5th foul for Union. First shot up for Christian, back iron bounce. Does so harshly right back to the free throw shooter. Rams in the white with the red numbers and letters. White pants, a little bit of blue trim. Union College, such a powerhouse in the AAC. It's been tough for Bluefield College in the past decade to get past him. Christian rims that one home.
Checking in for Rams,
Volante Carroll comes into the game. It's a 2-point contest. Rams are down by 2, 29-27. Passes on the far side. Irvin, what a zip near end for Cagle. Cagle lowers the shoulder. Senadis went to the floor. Still no charge call. Cagle once again drives inside. This time there's an offensive foul. I think that's the 3rd time's the charm, and I think Senadis was wondering where that was when he hit the deck. Senadis, the forward from Haiti, a transfer from Vance Granville Community College, has the ball on the left wing. Rams are down by 2, 29-27. 5:30 remaining in the first half. Here's Jeremiah Jenkins in the corner. Thought about the 3. Instead, picks it up and passes Brandon Shields. Cross-court lob back over to Bullock. Bullock has it at the top of the circle. Resumes the drive. Underhands Carroll. Rises to the hoop and scoops with the left hand to score and ties the game. 5:10 left to go in the first half. Near side, Cagle, one arms a pass, far side, Kenny. Passes over to Irvin in the corner, returns it back onto the near side, Little. Around the perimeter as Bluefield College tries to lock up the Bulldogs down low. Cagle, a hard pass out to Little, finally corrals it with the one arm. Little drives inside, penetrates, and passes back out, Kenny. Kenny swings it to Irvin, 5 on the shot clock at the logo, has to shoot it, back down to 3, drives, shoots off the glass, no good, didn't hit the rim, shot clock violation in the Rams defense. The applause needed for Bluefield College there, forcing a turnover on the shot clock violation.
and Kelvin Jackson.
Kelvin Jackson back into the game. Irvin goes to the sideline. Christian Bullock moving the ball across midcourt. Volante Carroll on the right baseline, backs up, poked the ball loose, and it's Andre Silva who thought he had a steal there. Instead, it'll stay with Bluefield under the basket with 4:31 on the clock. 29-29 the score, 4:31 remaining. Bullock looks around, he's going to have to throw it in, finally does, and nobody's there. Dario Little picks the ball up, goes into the front court. Drives to the left side of the hoop, kick out corner. Turner lost the ball, gets it back, drives inside, loops up a shot, no good. Rebound snatched by Silva, falling back, kicks it back out top of the key for Markell Turner, and he'll back up with a fresh shot clock at 15 now as it rolled down off of the miss. Turner, a little bit of good defense from Jenkins off the screen, drives to the right, and it's a moving screen on Andre Silva, a high ball screen. And it was not legal to give the ball back to Bluefield. Trent Dunn re-enters the game. Christian Bullock goes to the bench, and the clock halts at 4:09. Tied up at 29-29, 4:05 remaining. Trent Dunn points out for someone to go down low. Sets up in the left wing and bounces near corner Jenkins. Jenkins on Little. Little with a good job on defense, like him on glue. As Jenkins overheads a pass near side, Dunn zips it back Jenkins left wing, trading it around between the two guards on the left side. Dunn dribbles and an offensive foul as he was going inside of the perimeter. Richard Morgan not excited about that call at all as the shot clock rolled down to 9. And it's another turnover for Bluefield to give the ball back to the Bulldogs now. Score stays 29-all, 3:45 here in the Dome. Second game of a doubleheader. It's nice to feel normal again with these AAC doubleheaders as Dario Little bounces it right elbow Turner. Turner trying to post up on Dunn with a couple of hands in his face. Turner dribbles to the left, lost the ball, pickpocketed by Jenkins. Sprints into the front court, outnumbered, he'll go to the hoop anyway and sinks the layup. 31-29, Jeremiah Jenkins. I mean, he had 4 Union Bulldogs in the paint, and that small yet talented point guard standing at only 5'8", scooped up a shot to give Bluefield the lead at 31-29. Dario Little in the left wing, resumes a dribble and passes out near side Kenny. Kenny swings it back out left side Turner. Turner with Trent Dunn on him. Entry lob, Silva. Silva pounces into the paint and pounds the ball off of the window. Once again, Carroll tried to draw a charge as he went to the floor. They are not getting that call tonight. 2:45 remaining in the half. Tied up 31-31. That's a high defense as Brandon Shields lost the ball, underhands at Bullock. He'll lob up a moonshot three, tickles the twine in the corner. 34-31. 2:30 left to go, first half. Jackson staggers inside, picks up his dribble, and lobs up a pass at the logo for Turner. Turner at the top of the key, steps back, thought about the three instead. Chest pass on the near side, Kenny. Lots of clapping for Bluefield on the sideline. Great defense by the Rams. And a warning by the officials to make sure the sideline is where the Rams defense will, or excuse me, the Rams bench players will stay. And a foul is called off of the ball. Resets the shot clock to 20, 34-31. Rams lead by 3 off of the 3 from Bullock. And there's a bit of confusion as to who the foul is called on. Jeremiah Jenkins was the culprit of the foul according to the officials, and Jeremiah Jenkins says, oh, that's not me, it's on Trent Dunn. I think you just want more fouls to work with, and they do say it's Trent Dunn with the foul.
Foul called on number 30, Trent Dunn, his first personal.
That's his first personal and a team third. Meanwhile, Bluefield College in the bonus with 7 fouls for Union now. 34-31, 2:10 remaining in the half. Near side, Markell Turner passes top of the key. And the new man in is Jason Dunn. Entry lob into Turner, tries to get it to work in the left block, and he does as he was falling to the hard court. Made the shot skim off of the backboard and fell its way through the net. So it's 34-33. Minute 50 remaining before the half is over. Jeremiah Jenkins out of a trap at the logo manages to pass it Carroll near side. Carroll feeds Bullock, finds his way to left elbow shot, and it's pure. 36-33. It falls for Bullock. He's clapping back on defense as it's now a minute and a half before halftime. Don feeds it left side. Jackson, entry lob into Blake Irvin. Pumps a pass back out. Top of the key. Markell Turner, his three, rolls off the rim. No good. Jeremiah Jenkins track meet up the floor. Christian Bullock into the right side. Pumps a right elbow shot. No good. Trent Dunn, luckily for Bluefield, collects the offensive rebound. Pass top of the key. Stanley Christian wide open. Back iron. No good on the three attempt. Dario Little cruises into the front court for Union. And there is the charge that Bluefield College wants. Went into the paint. Trent Dunn fell back. A heads-up defensive play for Bluefield, and the Rams get the ball back with a minute 6 left to go in the first half.
Checking in for the Rams, Rob Littlejohn.
Rob Littlejohn comes into the game. He's got a basket so far. (36-33). Trent Dunn off of drawing the charge with a minute remaining. Goes into the front court, looks at Richard Morgan. It's the call for the offense. Far side, Rob Littlejohn thought about passing it inside. Instead, swings it over Jenkins. Jenkins lobs it into the perimeter. Stanley Christian from 16 feet away drills a long two. Ties the largest lead of the game for Bluefield at 38-33. Don in the near corner, switches left hand to right hand, resumes a drive on the right baseline, spins, chucks up a prayer. It's no good. Stanley Christian punched the ball out of bounds, but a foul is called before that anyway. Brandon Shields goes in. Delonte Carroll off. Well, it sounded like it was a foul. Yes. Never announced the foul. Near side, Markell Turner for three. Nothing but net. Off the baseline, out of bounds play makes it a 2-point game. Shot clock is now off with 22 seconds left to go before the half is over. Rams lead by 2, 38-36. Jenkins looks like he has the intention of keeping this ball. 12 seconds. Rams will likely wait for the last shot. Down to 10, make it 9. Top of the key, Jenkins. Staggers with the left hand, passes near side. Brandon Shields lobs him a three. Yes, sir! 41-36. No time left. Buzzer beater, no good on a half-court heave. And Bluefield College goes into the locker room leading by 5. It's 41-36. Confident 3. Confident Bluefield College. After the first half of play, they lead Union by 5. Will it be enough for the Rams to pick up the win against Union for the first time since 2011? We have 20 more minutes to figure that out, ladies and gentlemen. Back after this on the Rams Digital Sports Network, it is halftime in Bluefield, where the Rams lead it 41-36 over the Bulldogs.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
Rams lead by 5 here at halftime over Union. The 2-7 Bluefield College Rams eyeing their first win since November 30th. They've lost 3 in a row, while Union 3-4, 2-3 in danger if they don't come back here. Obviously, plenty of time to do so. But the Rams trying to find their first win against Union since 2011. Take a look at who led the way for Bluefield College. One player in double figures, that's Stanley Christian, 4 of 7. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, 1 of 2 at the line, has 3 rebounds as well. Brandon Shields with a couple of threes has 8 points. Jemiah Jenkins with 7. Christian Bullock with 5. Rob Littlejohn had 2, and 5 for Trent Dunn as well. On the other end, a couple players in double figures for Union. Markell Turner, 5 of 9 from the field. Remember, he's shooting over 50% from the field this year, including 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. 11 points for Kelvin Jackson, 4 of 6 in field goals, 2 of 3 from 3 land and 1 of 2 at the charity stripe. Take a look at how the team is doing as a whole. Rams shooting very well, 48% from the field. Union not far behind them, though, at 44%. From 3, the Bulldogs 7 of 14, while the Rams are 5 of 13. Union College only shot 2 free throws that entire first half, while the Rams shot 6, hit 4 of them. Rebounding game going the way of the Bulldogs. You can expect that with a bit more size that they have. 18-12, including 7 offensive rebounds, 6 offensive for Bluefield, and 6 defensive as well. 8 assists for the Rams, though. A little bit more guard play for Bluefield College in the first 20 minutes, including 5 steals. Here's the big number, 14 turnovers for the Bulldogs as opposed to only 6 for the Rams. Bluefield College also only had 1 block as opposed to none for Union. And another thing, Union fouled 8 times. Let's take a look at players in a bit of foul trouble. There's a few players with 2. Kelvin Jackson has 2. Andre Silva, the starting forward from Brazil. And Dario Little added 2 fouls as well. For the Rams, 2 fouls for Volante Carroll, and that's about it. Trent Dunn has 1 foul. The rest of the team, 0. And remember that Union has a way bigger bench to work with than Bluefield College. Lots of more bodies to get into the game. So the Rams, that's kind of like their dream scenario. The fact that they are not in foul trouble, only committed 3 fouls as a team in the first 20 minutes of play. We'll take another quick break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network just about 3.5 minutes before the start of the second half. Bluefield leads this one 41-36. Ready for more basketball here in the two Virginias. The Rams lead by 5, 41-36 over a team that has given them so much trouble for the past 10 years. It's going to take a lot to try to beat this well-coached Union College team by Kevin Burton. Rams start out with the ball. They will go left to right. Trent Dunn running the point, joined by Brandon Shields, Lante Carroll, Stanley Christian, and Jeremiah Jenkins. As Dunn passes on the left side for Shields, passes it back up top of the key. Jenkins feeds near side. Trent Dunn right in front of the Bluefield bench. Off a screen, Dunn switches hands on the crossover, spins at the left elbow, backs up. Now 11 on the shot clock. Lante Carroll near side. Entry lob, Stanley Christian found himself all alone and laid it up and in off of the glass. So it's 43-36, largest lead of the game for either team at now 7 points. Top of the key, Andre Silva feeds it near side. Jackson looks for space on Stan Christian, spins in the hoop. Wow, rising to the rim with a right hand and got a healthy spin move on Christian there. 43-38, back to a 5-point contest. 19-13 left to go in this ball game as Jeremiah Jenkins goes across the timeline. He wants a screen. Dario Little's right on him. Passes near side. Trent Dunn didn't get the screen, by the way. Dunn on the right wing, backs up. Milking the shot clock down to 10. Dunn rises from the right elbow, rolls off of the rim, loose ball in the corner, saved by Irvin for Union, and he lobbed it back into Little. Outlet left wing, Jackson for three. Too short, rebound. Turner went to the floor, almost traveled, and a heads-up play by Turner to put that ball on the deck before he fell himself and was able to dribble, collecting his balance all the way back to the logo. And the shot clock rolls all the way down to 8. Now it's 7. Dario Little, top of the circle, dribble the ball off of his own foot. Jenkins into the front court in transition. Fast break layup, no good. Offensive rebound, Carroll off of the glass, off of the rim as well on a miss. And it's collected on a rebound by Jackson. Near side, Jackson in the corner. Jackson posts up, swings it cross court right wing, Irvin. Irvin didn't have a shot, and he flings it up at the logo near the top of the key for Markell Turner. Turner off a Silva screen, drives to the left, step back, lost the ball, got it back, drives to the right side, scoops left hand, left side of the hoop, he's fouled, and the layup did not go. Shot clock was running down with 8 seconds, first foul of the half, and it's going to be called on Bluefield. That's his third personal, Lante Carroll. Team first with 43-38 on the score, 18 minutes flat left to go in this game. Remember last year when Union was here, it was also a close one as Turner shoots and misses as that ball pops in and out. It was an overtime game. Rams stormed all the way back down by 10 with 3 minutes left to go and ended up losing that one by 6 in OT. Second shot goes for Turner, makes it 43-39. Wycliffe Sinaitis re-enters. Lante Carroll dealing with some foul trouble now with 3 fouls. Trent Dunn zigging and zagging in the backcourt, across the timeline near side. Dunn, top of the key, crossover, hasn't passed it yet, now does. Stanley Christian, head fake, drives to the hoop, rises and fouled. Oh, you could tell he was trying to bring the house down with a dunk, and he'll go to the line for a couple. Andre Silva, that's his second foul. Remember, Union had 8 team fouls in the first half. Rams only had 3. So Stanley Christian eyeing the rim at the line tonight for Christian. Able to hit that first one. Nothing but net. It's now 2 of 3 from the line tonight. Makes it 44-39. Gets the ball back on a bounce from the official. Rebounders in are Jeremiah Jenkins as well as Dunn. Bends the knees. Threads the ball through the hands. Flicks the wrist. And both of them are good for Stanley Christian. 45-39, back to a 2-possession game at 6 points. And it's stolen on the inbounds. Trent Dunn pops it back to Jeremiah Jenkins. Left elbow drilled. 15-footer. 47-39. Now it's the largest lead of the game at 8 points. Into the front court, Turner trying to axe that. Misses from the far corner on a 3. Foul is called under the hoop, and it's on Jackson. That's his 3rd foul. He was rising in the midst of 3 Bluefield defenders. It was not legal, and the Rams get the ball right back with 17:29 on the clock. Could be a high-scoring game here in Bluefield. 47-39 the score. 8-point lead for the Rams. 17.5 minutes left to go. Trent Dunn rises across the midcourt stripe. Now in the far corner, backs up, Dunn. Picks up his dribble, wants to hand it off and does. Jenkins left wing. Jenkins eyeing up his defender, staggers back, crossover dribble, penetrates inside and bounces back out in the corner for Dunn. Dunn right side of the hoop, rises from 4 feet away and flushes the two-pointer. 49-39, double-digit lead for the Rams at 10. Dario Little across the timeline, curls it over for Irvin in the deep right wing, largest lead of the game. Andre Silva, top of the key, swings it over Jackson. Entry lob into Irvin, lost the ball, lobs it back out Silva. And a foul is called on Sinaitis. Trying to go a little too far inside on Silva for the officials' liking. It's the team's second. And Josh Falls comes into the game. Junior from Gary, Indiana. Left side of the hoop, Dario Little. And the entry lob to Jackson, a clean tip in. 49-41, back down to an 8-point game. Rams running with the squad of Dunn, Christian, Jenkins, Shields, and Sinaitis. Dunn jogs it near side, wants someone to come out and help him at the top of the key. So Dunn finds a way to pass it over to Brandon Shields in the near corner. Doesn't have a shot, Shields. Shields picks it up, bounces further into the corner. Stanley Christian drives onto the baseline, looks for some muscling or some separation, can't get it, lost the ball, got it back, and a foul is called on Union, much to the dismay of the whole defense, as Christian was just bumping into everybody down there and did not find the hoop, but will go to the line for a pair of shots. Christian at the free throw line. Fires away the first one. Pops out. Christian thought that one was in, as did his teammates. Goes back to the line. It's 49-41. And Christian eyes the rim to connect on the second free throw. It's a 9-point game, 50-41. Clock rolls down to 16:15 here at the Dome. Bluefield has lost 3 in a row, dating all the way back to November 30th. That's just the type of season it's been. Usually in that span, there's about 10 games, not this year. Markell Turner in the right block, goes to the left with the foul and one. He was under the hoop. Richard Morgan wanted to travel, and I think he might have had a case for one, but a foul is called on Bluefield all the same. 50-43 the score. Markell Turner trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. He's made it a 7-point game, shoots, and scores. Now it's a 6-point game. 50-44. Rams lead by 6. 16 minutes left to go here in this ball game. Both teams really trying to make their stance in the conference. Two well-coached teams, stalwarts in the AAC. Far sideline, Brandon Shields trying to throw it in, does so into the backcourt. Trent Dunn with Josh Falls all over him. Dunn trying to sprint the ball up across the timeline, goes to the right side of the hoop. Bumped by a defender, lost the ball. No foul called, and it goes back to Union as it travels across the baseline. Rams get back on defense. Up by 6. Top of the key, Josh Falls angles it over into the right side, Irvin. Irvin backs up, 15.5 minutes left to go, passes top of the key, Turner lost the ball, and Dunn picks it loose. Dunn, the point guard, feeds it to the 2 guard, and Jeremiah Jenkins spins in the right wing, goes into the paint, lobs it over Stanley Christian. Left side to the right side, and another foul drawn by Stanley Christian as he couldn't hit the reverse layup. Once again, Stan Christian, as it looks like this is going to be important going down the stretch of this game, goes to the line for a couple of free throws for Bluefield, up by 6. Christian flicks the wrist. Once again, that roll is frustrating. Stanley Christian watching the ball swirl in and out. And, I mean, it really did. That ball was almost halfway down, and it popped out. So cruel, the game of basketball that way. Christian wearing number 13, wearing the white headband. Second free throw. This time, count it. Almost popped out again, but this time fell its way through the nylon luckily for Stan Christian. So Bluefield College back on defense now. 15-15 left to go. First half, make it second half actually in this game. Turner forced into the corner. Hard zip down low to Falls. Angles his way into a tie-up, and a foul is called on Bluefield instead. And it's going to be on Brandon Shields. And Shields would argue that he got a full grip on the ball, which would have instigated a tie-up and had to look where the possession arrow was, but instead it's a foul called on Shields. And Bluefield College, after only fouling 3 times in the first half, have already fouled, make it 4 times in the second half with 15:07 remaining. This time it's on Stanley Christian. Mind you, though, Union has fouled 6 times, so the Rams will be in the bonus come the next foul. This is a shooting foul for Falls. Shoots, and his bullet of a free throw pops in and out. Falls eyes the rim once again, shoots, this time drills it home. 51-45 the score. It's a 6-point game for Bluefield College, a 6-point lead for the Rams. Jeremiah Jenkins faked the drive inside, backs up near the logo. Dario Little, hard defense on him. Jenkins maneuvers out of it. Passes left elbow. Stanley Christian rises on the mid-range, and it's pure once more. 53-45. Rams up by 8 once again. Make it, once again, a 6-point lead after Dario Little goes coast to coast. Not taking much time off of the clock. Jeremiah Jenkins underhands it. Dunn right in front of Richard Morgan on the near corner. Dunn drives to the left wing, passes Sinaitis. He drives baseline up to the hoop with the right-handed scoop. It's 55-47. 14:20 left to go in this game. Defensive intensity important for Bluefield. Dunn on a steal. Fast break to the hoop. Count it. 10-point lead for Bluefield. 57-47 on a great steal. Energy building for Bluefield College. On the bench, Dario Little into the front court. Little at the logo. Underhands Irvin. Irvin in the right wing. Dribbles behind the back. Backs up with 10 on the shot clock now. Irvin doesn't have as much time as he thinks. Goes to the right side. Euro step floater. No good. Missed everything. Trent Dunn gets the loose ball. 13:40 left to go. Dunn passes in the corner. Jenkins pushed on the baseline, and now he's a little bit upset as Falls shoved him. Jenkins, he's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. And Falls with a foot on Jeremiah Jenkins, pushed him, and he's frustrated about that foul.
Foul called on Josh Falls, his 3rd personal, team 5th.
And the scoreboard reads 6th foul. No one's giving him the 1-and-1. And I guess now it's the 7th foul. Okay. Or maybe that was the 6th. The scoreboard read 6 going into that. So that should have been the 7th foul. Apparently one more foul was counted than it should have been. So instead, it's a big chuck into the backcourt for Jeremiah Jenkins, a 10-point lead for Bluefield College, trying to add to it, actually make it 9. They took away, now they're messing with the entire scoreboard. There's only 5 fouls for Union. Brandon Shields backs up on the baseline, swings it out top of the key, picked away cleanly. Turner's all by himself. He'll go to the hoop with 2 hands.
Markell Turner.
Confusing swing right there. It's 47-49. Currently 4 fouls for Bluefield, 5 for Union. Another picked clean steal. Turner spins to the hoop. Right-handed scoop, no good. Trent Dunn picks away the rebound. Ball is loose in the backcourt and saved by Dunn, and just throws up the hand to halt everyone, to calm down. 8-point lead, 12:48 remaining here in this ball game. 57-49 the score. Rams 2-7, 2-5. Looking for a win against Union for the first time since 2011. And Jeremiah Jenkins starting to feel it now from the right elbow. A fadeaway drilled by the Norfolk native. 59-49, 10-point lead again. Pass up at the logo for Dario Little, and he feeds it further towards the midcourt line for Markell Turner. Turner lobs it onto the far side to Bryson Gully, who's into the game for the first time. Turner in the corner, wants separation from Dunn. Got out of the trap and a foul called on Dunn as Turner was making his way inside. Dunn called for the foul, and that will be the 5th foul, or who knows, the 37th on Bluefield. Going to the bench, Trent Dunn getting the applause from Bluefield College. And that bench, Bullock into the game. Dunn has been really the fire plug for Bluefield in the first 8 minutes of this second half. Dunn at the top of the key, swings it over Gully. Gully, entry lob. Jeremiah Jenkins threw up a hand and got it. Jenkins on a sprint into the near side, lobs it over Brandon Shields, kicks it back. Jenkins in the corner, and Bluefield College couldn't get a shot off, but no matter, just going to have to try to slow it down. Bullock at the top of the key, returns it Jenkins near side. 11:45 on the clock. Jenkins tries his luck in the right block, hooked and fouled. So that will be the 6th foul on Union.
Foul called on Bryson Gully, his first personal.
Bryson Gully, that's his first personal. And for Kevin Burton, he calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. And Bluefield College with 11:44, up by 10 over Union. Team they haven't beaten in 10 years. Lots more basketball to play, though.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
(59-49) the score, 11:44 left in the game. Bluefield College leading by 10 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Glad to have you with us. My name is Bailey Engel. So far for Bluefield, leading the way in double figures. Stanley Christian has 18, shooting 60% from the field. He's got 1 3, also has 5 free throws. Joining him in double figures, Jeremiah Jenkins has 11, 4 of 9 from the field. Has not hit a 3 in this game, which is a bit uncharacteristic of Jeremiah Jenkins. He's only attempted 2, actually, which is also pretty small on the clip that Jenkins usually unloads from three-point land. Bullock on the right side of the hoop, calling for someone to pass to and just chucks it into the backcourt. Jenkins is able to get it right in front of the Union bench, and he's going to walk it up. 59-49 the score. Rams lead by 10. Largest lead of the ball game for Bluefield. Here's Jenkins, 3rd 3 of the game. Count it this time. Must have hurt us up here. 62-49 from the right wing. Jenkins' first 3 of the ball game. He now has 14. 13-point lead for the Rams. Top of the key, Dario Little, crossover, back up, thought about the 3, drawing contact, passes over right side. Gully short on his 3 from the right wing. Littlejohn got the rebound. Foul is called on Union, and it will send Littlejohn to the line for a 1-and-1. So Bluefield is now in the bonus. Team 7th foul. Mind you, Union will also be into the bonus as Bluefield now has 6 fouls. Littlejohn misses the front end of a 1-and-1, rebounded by Jackson. So Littlejohn can't make it work. 62-49, the score stays. 13-point lead for the Rams. Into the front court for Jackson. Good defensive pressure by Senaitis. Forces a pass up top. Little lost the ball. It's loose. Still rolling. Lob forward by Senaitis. Jenkins, left wing 3. Swirls on home. What a transition jumper for Bluefield. It's 65-49. Largest lead of the game for Bluefield. Jackson in trouble under the basket, and a foul is called on the Rams. A 16-point lead for Bluefield. Jenkins has hit a pair of 3s in a row. 10:44 remaining. Kelvin Jackson had such a hot start to the game. Misses the first free throw. Blake Irvin checks back in for Union. Both teams now in the bonus with 7 fouls. Jackson bends the knees, lets it fly, and he hits the second of 2 with a little help from the front of the rim. So it's 65-50. 15-point lead. Largest lead of the game was 16 for the Rams. Jeremiah Jenkins, who's red hot, bounces top of the key. Christian, and a foul is called on a reach on Silva.
Foul called on Andre Silva, his 4th.
That's his 4th personal, so Stanley Christian goes to the line. Team 8th foul, and Christian will shoot a 1-and-1. Littlejohn, the lone rebounder on the right side of the paint. Christian, a shoulder shrug, 1-and-1. Shoots his first, good. 66-50. 16-point lead, tying the largest of the ball game for Bluefield. Well, the Rams fired up. This is some of the best basketball they've played all season. Christian bends the knees, flicks the wrist. Count them both for Stanley Christian. Great game he's having so far in this one. So for Christian, now with 21 points. Lob into Silva, who's got 4 fouls. Kick out. Over to Irvin, returns it Silva on the right block, pushing for space. Shoots, in and out, back in, and through the hoop. 67-52. Left to right go back for Bluefield. 10:15 left to play. Senadis pumps it past left side Bullock into the deep wing. Curls it back right elbow at the free throw line. Staggers, resumes the drive, penetrates, lobs up a layup, no good, tipped in the air, and snagged by Senadis on the offensive side. And Bluefield College has a fresh shot clock with 10 minutes flat left to play in the game. Here comes Littlejohn, left baseline, lobs it back in, Stan Christian spins it on to the hoop and through. 69-52, 17-point lead for the Rams. Here comes Markell Turner, no good, top of the key from 3, rebound Christian. Ramsey energy through the roof right now. 69-52, Rams lead by 17 points. Jeremiah Jenkins at the logo, switches on a crossover. Lob too high for Wycliffe Senadis, and he almost took out Rodney Casey's camera. Hopefully he didn't, because he's catching some decent content for us tonight. It's a turnover. That Rams team, it's the energy flying through this old roof here at the Dome, formerly the Golden Dome. 69-52, back into the hands of Union with 9:29 remaining. Spins a pass across the timeline. Jackson, left wing 3, too short. Pounced back in on the effort by Irvin. Senadis had it, almost lost it, and he's fouled in the backcourt by Jackson. Jenkins had Jackson behind him. That's his 4th personal. Team 9th foul. Jenkins to the line for a 1-and-1. 9:17 remaining, a 17-point lead. Great basketball for Bluefield College. Trying to see if they can keep it up for the next 9 minutes, 17 seconds. Large lead, 17 points. Going to get larger here, front end of the 1-and-1. Jenkins does. It's an 18-point game. 70-52. Rams led by 5 at halftime. Shoulder shrug from Jeremiah Jenkins. Flip as he's called by his teammates. Misses the second. Rebound Silva, who's got 4 fouls. Players to look at. Jackson and Silva both have 4 fouls. 70-52 the score. Hard top of the key pass Silva. Lobs it outside Cagle. Cagle on a head fake from the baseline. Pops an 11-footer too short. Union is cold. Shooting these mid-range shots. They have not gone. Bullock skates down the near sideline. Passes top of the key. Littlejohn lets it fly. Too hard. Senadis tangled up. Gets the offensive rebound once again. Out of a triple team. Lobs it back into Littlejohn. This time counted for Rob. It's now a 20-point game. 72-52. Timeout called by Union. A 20-point game with 8:49 left to go. We will take a break here, I believe. Actually, it's not a time. It was a substitute needed to be called in, and Union was ready to group up the officials. Saying, no, it's not a time. Get back on the floor and play some basketball. 8:49 left. Both teams with a good amount of timeouts left. Union has 4 left. Rams with 5. 20-point game, 72-52. 8:45. Rams have not won since 5 days. I think 4 days after Thanksgiving. Here's a shot from Cagle. Top of the key three, no good. Carroll snatches another rebound. That type of night for the Bulldogs. Into the front court, Littlejohn lobs it back out on an underhand. Jenkins deep in the left wing, backs up near the midcourt line. 8:25 on the clock. Rams lead 72-52. Jenkins bounces in the near side. Littlejohn goes down the right baseline, rises to the hoop, fouled hard, hit the floor hard. And Littlejohn seems to be okay. Gets up with a little help from his teammates. He's going to go to the line for two, even if it wasn't a shooting foul, because that's the 10th foul on Union. Rob Littlejohn, after he missed that three off the rebound from Senadis, was able to get the shot to go on the layup, 72-52. Spectacular showing by Bluefield here in the second half. Littlejohn, left-handed shooter, his first. Nothing but net. 73-52, 21-point lead. Littlejohn bends the knees, fires away. Count them both for Littlejohn. Trent Dunn back into the ball game for Bluefield after a couple of fouls. What a spark for the Rams. 74-52, the run continues. 22-point lead for the Rams. Into the front court, Markell Turner trying to desperately get something to go. He does with a layup on a clean drive to the hoop. 74-54, 20-point game. Jeremiah Jenkins and Bluefield look a little bit more confident now as the defense starts to escalate for Union College, swarming on Jeremiah Jenkins. Jenkins on a right-handed dribble, goes inside, dribbles the ball off his foot, lost it. It's loosed and picked up by Cagle. Outlets up to Turner. He's outnumbered 1-on-3. Pops a three, nothing but net. 17-point game now. Turner with a quick 5 points. Bluefield College leads, though, 74-57. Christian Bullock into the near sideline, wants to call a timeout, and does. It's a full one from Richard Morgan, trying to calm his team down, but it's a 17-point lead for the Rams, 74-50.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
Welcome back, everybody. 74-57. Rams have led by as much as 22. They have the ball out of the timeout. Jeremiah Jenkins picks it up at the midcourt line with Markell Turner in his face. Turner, arguably the best player for Union this year. Jenkins, highest profile scorer for the Rams all season. Stanley Christian leading the way tonight, though. That 7-5-7 pair. Bullock passes near side. Volante Carroll puts it on the deck. Rises to the hoop. He's fouled on the miss. 7:10 left to go. So it's on Kelvin Jackson. That's his 5th foul. He has fouled out now with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Bryson Gully. So there's a guy that averages in double figures for Union, 17 points per game. And tonight, fouling out with 7 minutes left to play. Carroll's first free throw bricks off the backboard, no good. Had 25 points in the last game, so with Jackson's absence, a big comeback gets a little bit harder without one of the best players on the floor. Carroll hits the second free throw, though. 75-57, back to an 18-point deficit with 7 minutes and 5 seconds left to play. Man-to-man defense into the backcourt for Bluefield. Turner staggers to the right, shoots a fadeaway three, count it. 75-60, not out of the woods yet, a 15-point lead for the Rams. Here is Christian Bullock switching right hand to left hand, setting up in the right wing. Defensive chance going for Union. Pass on the left baseline. Volante Carroll, he pump fakes and kicks it back out right wing Dunn. Dunn picks it up, underhands Jenkins, pops a three, top of the key, bounces out, no good. Bullock on the rebound, underhands Carroll. He shoots with the left hand, he misses. Collects his own offensive rebound, but no, a foul called on Union. Couple of misses on that possession for Bluefield College. That's the fourth personal foul on Carroll. 8th foul on Bluefield. The Rams are in the double bonus. Union not yet in the double bonus. And they call that a defensive foul instead of an offensive foul. So Josh Falls goes to the line for a 1-and-1. Six minutes, 31 seconds, 75-60 the score. Shot for Falls, count it. 75-61. 14-point lead. Like I said, folks, there's a lot of time in this game for the Bulldogs, that's for sure. Falls shoots again, hits them both. 13-point game. 75-62, the lead was as large as 22 points for Bluefield College. Trent Dunn into the front court from the right baseline, shoots and scores, cap the layup. Flex, Trent Dunn, you're having yourself a game. 77-62, with a free throw coming up for the Raleigh native. So just as Union started to climb back, they're going to have to deal with this and one here. Dunn rims it home, 78-62. 16-point lead for the Rams. 6:20 left to play before this game's over. Union in danger of losing to Bluefield for the first time since 2011. Rams just searching for what would be their third win of the season, dating all the way back to November 30th. That's the last time they won. That was at against Truett McConnell here at the Dome. They play well here at the Dome. They've played in some tight games. Trying to do the same against the Bulldogs here today and just actually mix it up. As Cagle misses a corner three, Dunn swats it in the air. Christian pulls it down, underhands it back to Seneda. So not trying to play in a close game, up by 16. Across the timeline, Jenkins jumped up, corralled the ball. He's got it. Right wing, finds some space, underhands Christian, lost the ball, dangerous pass. Picked away, here comes Irvin, bounces onto the far side. Turner rises for three, back iron lob miss, and it's poked out of bounds off of Irvin. And Brandon Shields thought it was going to be the culprit to say that he actually poked the ball out. J.J. Foster, as well as Darren Douglas into the game. Remember, Foster started for Union. Haven't seen much of him since the first half. Matter of fact, I don't think we've seen him at all in the second half. Brandon Shields, left side of the hoop, passes on the far side. Jenkins with the right-handed dribble out of a double team, passes far side, Dunn. He crosses the timeline at the logo with a 16-point lead, 5.5 minutes remain. Crucial buckets coming up for Bluefield. Crucial possessions for the Rams. Jeremiah Jenkins in the near wing. Wants the entry lob instead, swings it out far corner, Stanley Christian. His lob inside to Senadis. They wanted the push, they got it. Senadis was shoved forward, and a foul is called on Union. So Senadis will go to the line for a pair, up by 16. Senadis wearing number 22, first of two free throws, front rim miss. Blake Irvin checks back in. Douglas goes back to the bench on the left side. 78-62. Senadis been missing in the lineup for Bluefield, misses the second. Been a rebounding machine for Bluefield, but unfortunately couldn't get either free throw to fall. So it's a 16-point game. 5:10 on the clock. Foster zips it right elbow for Kenny and passes back out Turner in the right wing. Turner with a couple of swing moves, shoots for three, right wing. He missed. Excuse me, and then it goes back into Bluefield's hands. Trent Dunn across the timeline. Picks his ball back up, swings it in the corner. Brandon Shields for three. Good! 81-62, back up to a 19-point game. Brandon Shields was wide open. Foster at the logo, runs it back towards his near side on the bench. Top of the key, gets a little bit of bumping from Jenkins, picks it back up at the free throw line. Swing out pass, right wing, Gully for three. In and out, no good. Swatted in the air, rebounded by Kenny for Union. Back out to Gully, no good. And it's picked down by Christian. And once again, we're going to see Christian at the line. 4:16 remaining. Rams can feel it, up by 19. Certainly, if Bluefield can manage to hang on here, it would do a lot for the confidence of this Rams team that has struggled. And, I mean, going up against a Union College team that has been one of the perennial powerhouses, not only the AAC, but the entire NAIA, it would mean a lot for the Rams to get a win against Union. I mean, you just think about as Christian shoots the first free throw, rims in and out. And I mean, that's had to happen to him about 4 or 5 times tonight. I mean, think about the games in the past years. Last year going to overtime, the year before that, a tight game when the power went out, which I'm very happy that didn't happen tonight. But it's always been tight between these two teams. Christian shoots his second, good. 20-point lead, 82-62. You got to feel like that might do it. With a 20-point lead in 4 minutes, Markell Turner passes out, far side, Kenny for three. Back iron, no good. Jenkins, his legs taken out from under him, wants a foul, and he won't get it. And Jenkins is really upset that he didn't get that foul called. He jumped up for the ball. It was officially like a sliding tackle in soccer. Timeout called by Union, 82-62. It's just a 30-second timeout with 4 minutes left. And, I mean, very tough play for Jenkins because it could have really hurt him, and no foul was called. No whistle. So the Rams, 82-62 lead. Remember, stick around right after the game with head coach Richard Morgan. We're going to have an interview with him on Thursday at St. Andrews. And on Saturday, going to be back here for Senior Day against Montreat. That game right around 4 p.m. And for Bluefield, a couple more home games in the mix as well after that. But that's how this season has gone. So many have been scheduled, moved further into the schedule for the Rams here. 82-62. So many games in February that it's going to be a packed couple of months for Bluefield College Athletics. We have football starting out first Saturday in February. Spring football. On top of that, men's volleyball starts up next week. We got women's volleyball resuming in this season as well. A regular year, but just happy that just the staff at Bluefield College, as well as the rest of the AAC and NAIA, has made some sort of season possible. Markell Turner in the right wing off the pass, feeds it back. Irvin shoots a far corner three. He missed. Tangled up on the offensive rebound. Israel Farrington, who's into the game for the first time. Christian almost clapped the rebound. It's poked loose. Back on the hands of Kenny. Underhands it back out. Irvin zips it near side. Turner puts it on the deck. Shoots top of the key. Wide to the left. No good. Another offensive rebound. This time for Bryson Gully, who backs it up with 3:40 left. It's an 82-62 game. Bluefield College leads by 20. Under the basket. Count it with a foul. With a shot for Farrington. A little bit sloppy on defense for the Rams, but they've built such a large lead now at 82-64. It's on Brandon Shields, his second personal. Team 9th foul. After this, consider Union in the double bonus. And the old-fashioned three-point play is completed after Farrington hits that free throw. 3:36 left. Into the backcourt, Stanley Christian trying to get through this full court press for Union. Kevin Burton making sure his team is going to be there for the full court press. Stanley Christian needs a sub. I think that his thumb is bleeding, or the official's making sure he needs to leave. I think he needs to be cleaned up by the official. Rams need a sub in. It's a bit confusing here. Volante Carroll wants to come in now. Stanley Christian comes back. And I think Christian's going to wait at the midcourt line before he can be called in. Wilcliff Sinaitis, meanwhile, is ready to throw the ball in with 3:36 remaining.
Checking back in for the Rams, Stanley Christian.
Stanley Christian comes back in after that gigantic debacle. 82-65. They didn't even get the pass in. Stanley Christian on the baseline wants to throw it in. It's tipped and picked away. Here's Don to the hoop and fouled.
Foul called on Trent Dunn.
Trent Dunn, that's his fourth personal. He's played such a physical game. Don's got 2 shots. 3:33 left. Largest 3 seconds of the game. Free throw goes for Don. Freshman from Miami, Florida. Don again. Good. 82-67. 15-point lead for the Rams. 3:33 left. Can't get too ugly on these inbounds plays, which the Rams have struggled a little bit with, as Bullock is able to get the pass from Christian. Flings it up towards midcourt for Stanley Christian. Gets it across the timeline, Jeremiah Jenkins. Passes near side, Brandon Shields. 3, yes, sir! 85-67. Union, with no time to think about it, has to sprint into the front court with 3:15 left to go. Turner, top of the key. Number 11 goes to the left, passes it out near side. Don rises for the triple. Top of the key, or top of the rim, no good. And it's picked away by Bluefield and into the front court. Jenkins can start to milk down this clock with 2:58 left to go. Jenkins at the right elbow, backs up. Not about milking it. Instead, he's going to go right to the hoop and get a layup off. No good. Sinaitis tangled up. Tie-up called. Possession arrow points Union's way. 2:50 on the clock, 85-67 the score. .250 on the clock, and I mean, Union, you think about where this game went wrong for them, it was almost like the momentum shifted on that technical foul at the beginning of the game on the dunk from Jackson. I mean, he's since fouled out. You can't blame the whole thing on that, but it just seemed like a shift in the mood of the game. Rams were down by 2 after the dunk. A technical foul is called. Jenkins hits 2 free throws. Rams score in the ensuing possession. They were gifted. It's 12-8. And Bluefield College has really not let up since then. Pass down low. Don rises to the rim and scores on the left to right layup. So it's 85-69. 16-point lead. Bluefield still controls it. Done across the timeline, and his pass is picked away by Farrington. Farrington feeds Turner. Corner 3, too short, bouncing out to Don. Don spins, lost the ball. Bullock picked it loose. Bullock into the front court, 2:20 left to go. Bullock bounces Jenkins, left block layup, count it. 87-69. 2:10 on the clock. Rams can feel their first win since 2011 against Union. Here's Don from the right wing. Passes out in the corner. Kenny lobs up a 3. Back iron. Big bounce. Pops out of bounds. Bullock hit the deck. A bit of a tangle up there between him and Farrington, and the Rams will get the ball back. 2 minutes left.
And for the Rams, Wilcliff Sinaitis.
Sinaitis goes back in. Brandon Shields just hit a 3 and goes to the bench. Shields for Bluefield has 14. Jenkins in a trap, bounces it out on the far side of the baseline, gets it across the timeline. Christian feeds Bullock. He goes and underhands it to Sinaitis. Well, Sinaitis wasn't ready for it, and the ball trickled over the baseline. So minute 51, Rams getting a bit more sloppy here, as is expected with this full court press with Union. Cagle in these high dribbles. Goes across the timeline, new man in, and Connor Chenoweth. Here's Cagle, right wing three. Too short, the threes continue to not drop for Union. Pass it back out, Cagle. He swings it over Kenny. Near side three. Misses on an air ball in the corner, and Bullock is able to corral the rebound. Trent Dunn going left to right, sprinting for Bluefield. Watch out, he's got 4 fouls. Won't matter much, though. 1.5 minutes left. Richard Morgan getting his bench excited. Jenkins passes right side. Bullock, chest pass near side for Christian. Corner three. A triple. Another tray for Bluefield, and the lead goes over 20 once more. It's a 21-point game, 90-69. Kenny, right wing. Pass in on the entry lob, and an easy layup for Farrington. Makes it 90-71. 1 minute remaining. Whistle blows. And a timeout, or excuse me, a whistle, and a foul on Farrington. So a quick foul with 1 minute remaining, and Richard Morgan and Bluefield College, they can just feel really confident about how they played in this game. And I mean, especially after the last 2 games, or last 3 games really, frustrating losses. And, of course, you can't even count the exhibition against Liberty, where they also lost that as well against a NCAA Division I team. But the Rams look good tonight, and more importantly, they look like they had fun. I can't wait to talk about that with Richard Morgan after this. Jemiah Jenkins at the line. Shoots his first and drills it. 91-71, a 20-point lead for Bluefield. Now for Union, I mean, 3-4, 2-3 in the AAC. And I mean, maybe, on paper that they're not as dominant as the Union teams we have typically seen in the past with the Bulldogs, but this is still feels good for Bluefield College to get a win here tonight. 92-71 with 1 minute left. Jenkins goes to the bench. Gets a bit of a curtain call from his teammates. He'll have senior day on Saturday against Montreat. Lob in from Farrington. Right to left goes Union. It's a 21-point game with 51 seconds left to go. Farrington, one-arm lob, Cagle, top of the key. Switches right hand to left hand on a crossover, goes inside. A jump ball, and possession arrow points Bluefield with 45.4 left. Christian, chest pass to Dunn in the backcourt. Dunn, here's another guy who's had a pretty tough game for Bluefield. I mean, just scoring 12, had 3 rebounds as well as a couple of assists, but just the hustle play for Trent Dunn really showed up. Keyshawn Ingram into the game for the first time. Goes to the hoop on a layup, and Ingram adds to the score sheet, 94-71. 29 seconds, make it 24 seconds left to go. Down to 20 now. Kenny, lob into Farrington, punches it off the glass from the right block. Shot clock is off. 94-73. Trent Dunn will dribble, and Union will not foul. Down to 10 seconds. Dunn backs up. Kevin Burton says no foul, and that will be it. For the first time since 2011, Bluefield College gets the best of Union College in a huge fashion, 94-73. What a game for the Rams and Richard Morgan as they look confident tonight here at the Dome. We'll step aside, take a quick break, and be right back with the head coach, Richard Morgan, to discuss this one. The first time Kevin Burton has ever lost to Bluefield College, and the Rams, more importantly, get their 3rd win of the season and their 3rd win in the AAC. Final score, 94-73. Stick around for the postgame interview with head coach Richard Morgan.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
Still waiting on head coach Richard Morgan to join us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 94-73, Bluefield College with its first win against Union since 2011. And what a win it was, 94-73. Rams looked dominant really from start to finish. A huge swing after that technical foul in the first half. A couple of 20-point performances, one from Stanley Christian, 26 points, 9 rebounds. Jeremiah Jenkins had 22 of his own with 6 assists. The man in double figures, Brandon Shields, who hit 4 threes, had a layup in this game, attempted 7 shots, went 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, had 14. Trent Dunn had 12 for Bluefield. Rams on the rebounding end. Didn't out-rebound Union, but boy, it sure felt like it with those offensive rebounds. They had 11 that seemed like they came in the right crucial time, but Bluefield shot really lights out, 56% from the field, and just loved every second of it for the Rams. And this one, especially in the second half, where the Rams led by as much as 22, they ended up winning by 21 as they really skated in this one, looking confident for Bluefield College. We're almost joined by head coach Richard Morgan right here as he's walking over towards our little broadcast setup. It's been a fun doubleheader for Bluefield College basketball, that is for sure. And now we are joined by the head coach Richard Morgan, a confident and a triumphant Richard Morgan here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Coach, it's the first time you guys have been able to beat Union since 2011. How does it feel?
God, it feels great, man. I feel like I've got a building lifted off of my shoulders, man. Not a boulder, but a building. The guys played hard, man. They did the things they had to do when they had to do them. I knew if we can make shots, and for some reason they was giving Stanley Christian a little elbow jumper, and we had been working on it all week, preparing for them. Not necessarily for that. That's just his best. That's his best shot. So I think a lot of things contributed to this. We pushed it more. We got it up and down. We got it in the 90s again. The games we didn't play in the 90s, we was only walking it up and trying to run plays. That's not us. That's never been us here at Bluefield. And we made an adjustment. The guys embraced it. They came out and they executed it with the utmost execution.
How excited were you in that second half where you guys were skating to a 22-point lead at one point? You ended up winning by 21, but it just seemed like the energy was different than what you guys have played with throughout the entire season. You guys looked like, most importantly, you were having fun.
Yeah, I think, a lot of guys, and we didn't even play Omega tonight. Omega Stiff got a little tweak on his hamstring, so we kind of held him out. Not sure that we could do that, but we tried it anyway. And, I looked at him a couple times and we kind of, shaky. So I went to him and I said, you good? And he was like, I'm good. Y'all are fine. So he gave me the vote of confidence that we were fine. So, whenever you can come out and count on guys to come in and play hard. Collectively as a team, we really locked in on our defense and really made a good sound decisions on offense. I'm not sure how many turnovers we had, but
looks like you had 15.
Okay, that's a lot for us. We normally, in the first half we only had 6, so we had 9 in the second, so that's not good. But, we just, we down the stretch, maybe like a 2-minute stretch, we kind of start falling low. But then we had guys get it, go to the basket, lay it in. And that's, I think, Cliff played a great game coming back for his first one. What a game to come back to for him,
right.
Playing against Union. But, hats off to those guys. Those guys are tough. They're always going to be tough. Everything goes through Union in this league. So anytime you can get a win, a quality win like that with them, it's worth it. So I just really appreciate the effort our guys gave, and also the ability to execute what the game plan was.
And you talk about shooting well. It just seemed like everybody was shooting lights out. Stanley Christian, you said, that's his shot, that elbow shot. Ended up scoring 26 points. Jeremiah Jenkins, we said on the broadcast, I guess it was just me saying on the broadcast, he's only shot 2 threes. Did you think about that as well in the first half? Jeremiah Jenkins only attempted 2 threes, hadn't hit them, and then just really started to heat up in the second half with his entire, he hit 2 more threes in the second half, but it looked like he was just pushing the energy the entire time.
Yes, he was, and Coach Moody came by the other day to practice and really got on him about, let's just take good shots. Let's get good shots. Let's make sure we run our offense and get to the backside of our offense. Don't always have to take the first one. And I think Flip really took that to heart because they've been together for 4 years, and he really listened to what he said, and I thought he came out and he executed that he understood what he was saying the other day, and I think he came out today collectively as a team. I think we came out and we said, okay, let's get it to where we are comfortable in our sweet spot, and let's go to work.
Well, you guys really look comfortable today. Congratulations, Coach. A win against Union College. First time since 2011, and I'm really glad that building's off your shoulders.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Go Rams.
Final score, 94-73. Rams win this one confidently over Union College and improve to their third win on the season. For Richard Morgan, my name is Bailey Engel saying so long from Bluefield, where the Rams win this one by 21.